for co-organizers of this event, of this dialogue, Students Federation of Dravidians, Chatra RJD, BC Intellectual Forum, and All India OBC Students Association team for organizing this national dialogue on caste census, OBC reservations, and constitutional safeguards. A step forward for deepening of social justice in this country. We all know that the experience of Tamil Nadu. When Tamil Nadu had reservation, which is actually crossing 50%, it was actually 69% reservations. After the Indra Shani case, they faced so much of hurdles, judicial hurdles. Then they kept their law, whatever the Tamil Nadu reservations law, in the 9th schedule of Indian Constitution, and protected their reservations, which actually helping for the backward classes in Tamil Nadu. Subsequently, there were attempts by other states, but they faced the problems because the laws are not being kept under the Schedule 9. Then the experiment started in Bihar, when Bihar did the caste survey and implemented reservations of around 65%, out of which they included extremely backward classes and other backward classes, SCs and STs. Total together is 65%. When they implemented it, then they faced hurdles in the judiciary. When they implemented the reservations, both in admissions in recruitment, they faced the hurdles in Patna High Court. Now the case is pending with the Supreme Court, and also Tamil Nadu case is pending with the Supreme Court. Then we have the experiment that was done in Telangana. Telangana government actually did a caste census and provided reservations of around 42% for the backward classes, and now they are wanted to keep pressure on the central government to keep the laws in the 9th schedule of Indian Constitution. That's the reason they were there, including CM, Chief Minister Revanth Reddy, and backward classes Minister Pranab Prabhakar Garu and others. Cabinet ministers, his own cabinet ministers were in New Delhi yesterday to keep pressure on the central government. So I just wanted to mention, OBCs are being historically neglected. OBCs, when Constitution, the Constitution making itself, there was gross injustice done to OBCs. There are no special provisions provided to OBCs except because of the efforts of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Some provisions were provided, but his efforts were not actually fully translated. That's the reason he mentioned one of the reasons for resignation of his cabinet position in the first cabinet of Nehru. Then subsequently they were appointed by first backward classes commission and second backward classes commission. When the commission tabled the report in 1980, we were actually fighting for around 13 years for the implementation in the employment, and for the implementation of another 25 years for the implementation of reservations in higher education institutions like IITs, IIMs, and central universities and other nationally preferred national institutions. So, but whereas for EWS reservations, we got implemented within few days. One day in Parliament, one day in Lok Sabha, one day in Rajya Sabha, and within 3-4 days there was presidential assent, and all states followed this implementation of 10% reservations, and it is becoming death knell for the OBC, especially because they are not provided reservations proportionate to their backwardness, social and educational backwardness. Friends, that's the reason All India OBC Students Association was formed to raise the OBC, especially OBC issues, along with SC/ST issues, on reservation issues, on provisions, special provisions of economic provisions, and also other provisions for the empowerment of backward classes. And you see, in JNU, in DU, in the University of Hyderabad, in most of these universities, if you can see all gross violations of reservations. Just now morning, we had interaction with around 1 hour with Rahul Gandhi ji, leader of opposition, Rajya Sabha in Parliament. I, along with our National General Secretary Ritu, National Convener Pankaj Kushwa, and our Vice President, another Vice President, uh, uh, our who else came? Pushpraj. So we all were represented issues, and they were unresolved issues, so many unresolved issues, and he said, he assured that he will actually address this issue in the parliament. And when we gave a report on various kinds of constitutional violations, reservation violations, then he was also surprised when we were actually informed him in professionals, in young professionals, they were not implementing the reservations. He was also surprised, and he wanted to rise in the parliament in the next session. So, like this, we are keeping our efforts not only from India Alliance side, but also we approach the government, the present government. We have been giving representations to higher education minister, cabinet minister, education minister, Sri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Bhupendra Yadav ji, on different kinds of issues and different kinds of reservation violations. Friends, we wanted to inform you all that All India OBC Students Association, along with other organizations mentioned here, Reservation Club, JNU Chhatra, RJD, SFD, and other progressive student organizations, we are here to actually address the issue of reservations, address the issue of social justice, address the issue of marginalized and poor communities, because most of us are from the first generation, and these institutions are actually last miles for us to get very quality education and excel and empower. So what we wanted to say, when Bihar is facing problem, when Telangana is facing problem, when Tamil Nadu's case is coming in Supreme Court, when other state reservations bills are there, when you look at Odisha, there is no reservations in educational institutions, backward classes reservations. If you can take Chhattisgarh or Madhya Pradesh, we have for implementation of backward classes, 50% ceiling is actually becoming hurdle. So this 50% ceiling must go. Caste census must conduct in this country. If there is proportionate increase in the reservation population in SCs and ST and OBC, we should provide reservations according to their proportionate increase, because then only we'll get a kind of deepening of that. Then only we will have a kind of deepening of social justice in this country, and the greater constitutional provisions and principles can be achieved only through representation of these communities in different level, not only at the lower level, but at the decision-making level. It may be at the level of vice chancellor, at the director, or at the secretary or the minister cabinet level, and in the cabinet, in the decision-making levels. So they have to translate this, whatever the social representation is there. Then only we will get a kind of justice in this country. Otherwise, we will face so many problems. With this note, I just wanted to mention the plan of action that next another 2-3 months we will be organizing the same topic, because the next partner on 27th of this month we will be holding a meeting on the same issue, because the elections are due in Bihar on next on 5th. Hyderabad, along with backward classes intellectual forum and backward classes federation, we are organizing in Hyderabad on the same issue on 9th schedule the 9th schedule issue. And next in Bangalore, we will be holding a meeting, and subsequently in Tamil Nadu, we wanted to hold a meeting on the same issue, because this issue is coming up, and next another 3-4 months is very crucial because of so many reasons, because the cases are coming up, piped up in Supreme Court. High courts may create hurdles for the Tamil Nadu, Telangana bills. So that's the reason we want to intensify. We request all student organizations, like maybe left, progressive, Dalit, Bahujan student organizations, to come together, because this is a very crucial issue that is coming up. We have to fight together, and then only we can actually get the justice for backward classes, justice for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, minorities, and other other kind of minorities in this country, then only we will get a kind of support social justice in the country. Otherwise, this country will face a lack of problems in different level and different sectors. With this note, I request everyone to join this ardent task of the movement for the deepening of social justice in this country. And All India OBC Students Association will be in the forefront along with all other organizations on this issue. I also request now the students have come from Telangana. They must actually agitate next 2-3 months. They have to be in the field for the protection of these 42% reservations and through keeping the law in two laws that are made by the Telangana government in nice schedule. With this note, thank you so much for everyone joining here, and I special thanks to our co-organizers, Student Federation of Dividends, Reservation Club, Chhatra RJD, Backward Classes Intellectual Forum for collaborating this meeting, this dialogue process. And this dialogue process is actually open for all. We have invited some of the Member of Parliament's Rajya Sabha members. They are about to come, some Lok Sabha members and Rajya Sabha members, because the bill is in Rajya Sabha. So they will be coming and going now and then. And other intellectuals like Suraj Mandal. I was actually confused. Not Dilip Mandal, but the Suraj Mandal, Professor Suraj Mandal. And Professor Ratan Lal and others will be joining this meeting dialogue process. I am just taking this lead because every time I am missing the stage to speak for our organization. That's the reason I just wanted to mention it. With this note, I thank everyone. Jai Bhim, Jai Pule, Jai Savitri, Jai Mandal, Jai OBC, Jai